Marina Michelson is a director, writer, actor, and producer, originally from Tel Aviv. Born to Soviet emigres from the republics of Georgia and Moldova. Her work explores identity, power dynamics, and her upbringing as a third culture kid. Her short films have been recognized on the festival circuit, and she once beat the Swedish chef in a head-to-head meatball cooking competition on the Muppets Now show on Disney+. Welcome, Marina.
Hi, everybody. I'm Marina Michelson, and my project, Vagabond Stars, is a fictionalized narrative podcast about an amateur Yiddish theater group in 1930s Eastern Europe that is haunted by a dybbuk while on the run from Stalin's secret police. Now, if you don't know what a dybbuk is, it is a restless spirit of the undead that has some kind of unfinished business on Earth and possesses the body of a living person until it could find some kind of rectification. The dybbuk is also the title of one of the most famous plays of the Yiddish stage that took 1920s Europe by storm. It was such a success that it launched a kind of dybbuk mania amongst audiences and actors alike, all of whom were immediately possessed by the play. Here's a little clip from my podcast trailer.
Have you ever woken up not feeling quite like yourself? As if you woke up in somebody else's body? I used to wonder what it would be like to have been born in another lifetime. But never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd find out.
Beware of the closing doors. The next L train in Manhattan will be arriving in 52 minutes.
One night, while waiting for the L train, I heard the most mesmerizing song. Then suddenly, everything went black. That night, I ended up traveling way further than the L train could ever take me. I know this is hard to believe, and I don't know how it happened. But I found myself stuck in the body of a 13-year-old boy named...
Simon, a boy from downstairs is here. He wants to speak with you.
Simon, your mother tells me you're one of these radio geeks.
Is this some kind of game? Why do you keep calling me Simon?
How else should I call you?
Leah. My name is Leah.
Leah. Leah. Okay. I see what's happening here. You got bit by the dybbuk bug. The show's 20 years old and it's still a hit out the shtetl.
No, you don't understand. I'm not who you think I am. I don't belong.
Simon, you're just like the rest of us. We're not ordinary people as actors. We're imps, devils and angels, all of us, spirits. We theater makers are all crazy, Simon.
So the story follows Leah, a struggling podcaster who falls into a coma and wakes up in the body of a teenage boy in the 1930s. On one hand, she has no idea what's going on, but on the other, she has found her way into the exact time and place that she was researching for her podcast. She quickly meets the great Yiddish theater director, Gershon Kamsky, who is hiding from Stalin's secret police after defecting from Moscow, and who might be the only person who knows why her great-grandfather, a prolific playwright of the time, went missing during Stalin's purges. Inspired by some of the iconic artists from the actual Moscow Yiddish theater, all of whom, or many of whom, were ordered killed by Stalin for planning a so-called Zionist plot against the Soviet Union, Vagabond Stars is a vibrant tale about Jewish artists trying to eke out a living in an inhospitable world. The podcast is a dramatic comedy set in the genre of historical fiction with elements of magical realism. It's about psychedelic soul travel, intergenerational trauma, and theater. In the vein of shows like Undone and Russian Doll, our series bends the rules of space and time to weave a surrealist narrative that connects the past with the present and asks whether we can revise history with an act of repair. The series will run 8 to 10 episodes with a 20 to 30-minute runtime per episode. And I'm looking for production partners and funding for my podcast, so if you are a potential partner, please come find me after the presentation. Thank you.